your dinner, Mr. Holt.
Thank you. Dining on the rails. I can't think of a better way to enjoy a five-star gourmet meal while moving on an elegant train. Our next location serves up wonderful cuisine, hospitality, and scenery. Let's head to the beautiful White Mountains of New Hampshire for an ultimate dining experience on board the Cafe Lafayette dinner train. The railway is located in the White Mountains of western New Hampshire in the small town of North Woodstock. The White Mountains have stood witness to this region's changes for centuries, and part of this past is still alive here, and it comes in the form of a beautiful train, which is a time capsule that will take you back to this area's rich railroad history. The rail line was originally built to harvest the virgin timber in the surrounding mountains. It was also a route taken by the wealthy from Boston to the grand hotels that once operated in this region.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Cafe Lafayette dinner train. This is the most civilized way to dine on the Eastern Seaboard.
A ticket on the Cafe Lafayette dinner train allows you to experience a little taste of those glorious days, one that includes a 5-course gourmet meal with your journey.
Dinner is served, the plates are hot, the flowers are edible. Your pork tenderloin with peach demi-glaze, the Pemigewasset shrimp.
Well, looks like we got some beans coming in here for tonight. We can use those on the plate.
The preparation and cooking of this fine meal begins hours before the passengers arrive.
Just pull this carrot right out. Look at that beautiful fresh carrot for tonight.
Executive Chef Doug Truelson is up early in the morning, collecting herbs and vegetables from his garden that will be used to create some of the dishes.
It's definitely unique to have the fresh flowers and herbs and stuff. It shows caring and a love for what you're doing, I think.
Leslie Holloway, who is co-owner of the dinner train, also spends her mornings collecting edible flowers and herbs from her garden for the meals.
Lance and I every year continue to grow the herb garden and find new and different flavors that accent all our meals, whether they be the appetizers, the entrees, or even the desserts. It adds a very personal touch.
The freshly prepared meals are what make this rail experience stand out.
We cook everything to order as we roll down the tracks. You can't touch that kind of freshness, that kind of smell that comes right from the ovens to your table here. And your chicken salt.
The flavorful dinners, the treatments on each table, including fans and chocolates, are part of taking the passengers to a more relaxing place.
It's so unique. Everyone gets to enjoy dining in a 1930s, 1940s, 1920s rail car. I mean, this is something my grandparents did.
Lance Burke is another co-owner, and his main job is to keep all this historic equipment operating smoothly.
There's a lot of satisfaction and fun to be had in this job. Part of it's the preservation of the equipment.
The pride of this operation is the Granite Eagle, a 1952 Pullman planetarium car.
I think people are intrigued with domes in general. I think there's something about the word dome that appeals to people. This room fills first, absolutely sells out before any other part of the train will.
But this car didn't look like this when Leslie and Lance purchased it in 1995. She was left to rust away on a siding in Pittsburgh, Kansas. Every window in the car was broken, and her metal plates were damaged. Getting the car back to New Hampshire took 3 weeks, and then 6 months of repairs. Her new look is an old one from the 1950s Art Deco era.
This car has so much of Lance and I and Doug in this car because we spend so much time caressing her and making her what she is. This car really holds my heart. She holds my heart very deeply.
And we had a bit of luck out here in the Pemigewasset River this afternoon. You would not believe the jumbo shrimp we came across.
If the Granite Eagle is the face of this dinner train, then head waiter David Dixon is its personality.
He's flamboyant. He's exceptional at describing things that make you just go, wow.
I believe it should be fun. When people go out, they should have a good time and, you know, try to make it as interactive as possible for the guests.
The crew has some fun of their own after cooking the meals. The train passes through a golf course, and some of them compete with each other for the perfect hole-in-one. It's just all part of the great atmosphere the Cafe Lafayette dinner train creates.
The beautifully, pace of the train itself, the fabulous food, honestly, it's a 4-star meal on rails. It's really, really stunning.
Most of the crew members who work on board this train have been here for over 10 years. That friendship is paid off with a smooth-running operation.
We do know each other's moves. Yeah, sometimes I think that we share brains.
There's a sense of family among the staff, with Leslie inheriting the role of mother hen. It's all part of the passion here for preserving a more graceful era.
To be able to be a part of that history that is held tight and hopefully is never given away. So many trains are just going out of business and closing up, and to be able to still be able to do what we do, I think is an honor.